Welcome to Student Veterans of America's virtual ceremony, Home with the Brave, a graduation salute. Today we honor the hard work of our graduating student veterans whose in-person graduations were canceled and postponed due to unprecedented circumstances. We also thank the friends, family members, and supporters who have joined us today. As we begin our ceremony, please rise for the national anthem performed by Broadway star and recording artist, Shoshana Bean.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you for your service, and congratulations.
We're honored to be joined by award-winning journalist and NBC Nightly News anchor, Lester Holt.
From all of us at NBC News, I want to say congratulations to all of the student veterans of America graduating this year.
Before joining the SVA Board of Directors, Fontaine Stiegel was an SVA chapter president when the University of Houston took home a Chapter of the Year award at NatCon. Here's her message for the class of 2020 about staying connected after graduation.
Hello, student veterans of America, families and friends. My name is Fontaine Stiegel, and I'm so happy to be able to congratulate you on behalf of SVA's Board of Directors. When I transitioned from the Navy, it had been 6 years since I was last in a traditional classroom. So I understand your journey. I couldn't relate to the 18 and 19-year-olds in my classes, and I miss my Navy family. But what helped is when I finally connected with other veterans on campus. It was actually through Student Veterans of America where I felt like I found my family again. Those who have served in the military and who were going through the transition just like I was. I became a work-study student at the Veterans Service Office and co-founder and then president of Student Veterans of America at the University of Houston. And I realized it was my military experience that gave me the discipline and work ethic to make it through engineering. Now I'm a valve technology engineer at MRC Global, and it was actually my military experience on my resume that got me the job there. As student veterans, we've all had to delay our careers and education in order to serve first. And for many of us, that meant working while going to school, taking care of our families, and juggling more responsibilities than we ever thought possible. But we did it. You did it. And now it's time to take those next steps. Now is the time to focus on you and what you want your next steps to be to reach your greatest potential, whether it's in a career, internship, whether it's in your community, or running for public office. The sky is the limit. My advice to you is to continue to work hard. Don't forget the blood, sweat, and tears that got you to graduation. And guess what? Others will notice, and your hard work will always lead to success. Another bit of advice is to just share your story. A lot of people will never get to know a veteran, but sharing your story, you give them a little insight of what a veteran is and who a veteran is. That we're not broken and that we can achieve great things. As you take your next steps, I encourage you to stay connected with your SVA community as an alumni. You have a team backing you and always rooting for your success. Give back in whatever way you can, whether it's something small as calling up an old classmate or volunteering as a chapter advisor. Remember to always try to pay it forward to the next generation of tomorrow's leaders. Thank you, and congratulations again to the class of 2020.
Now joining us is the Principal Deputy Undersecretary for Benefits in the United States Department of Veterans Affairs, Miss Margarita Devlin.
Hello, class of 2020. I want to extend my sincere congratulations to each one of you on your college graduation. This is a momentous accomplishment. You should be very proud. Like so many student veterans who have come before you, you are about to embark on an important transition into your careers. Yet, unlike others, you are doing so at an unprecedented time in our nation's and our world's history. These are extraordinary times indeed. You'll likely face challenges that are very different from those faced by last year's graduates, and in fact, by any graduating class before you. It has been said that hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. And as veterans, you've already accomplished many difficult things. You have served your country with honor. You have learned what it means to embark on and achieve tough missions. Whether you're a veteran of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard, you have the warrior spirit. And now, during a time when there are so many unknowns and so much in our world has changed, America needs your particular skills as veterans and as graduates. We need your focus, your determination, your ability to see what needs to be done and to perform with tenacity. We need your leadership and vision now more than ever. You truly are tomorrow's leaders, and you will shape our future perhaps in ways no one can imagine. I have every confidence in your ability to rise to the occasion. You've got this. Now, I know that many of you are already working on and have begun your careers, so good for you. But many of you are graduating into an uncertain job market and the daunting task of finding the right career in the midst of a global pandemic. I want to encourage each of you to remember that one of the most important things you can do right now is to stay positive. Keep an open mind about what kind of work you want to do and be ready to adapt as circumstances change. Throughout your working life, you'll experience both success and failure. Everyone does. And when you're looking for jobs, you will almost certainly get a taste of failure. You simply won't get every job you apply for, and that's okay. I have certainly experienced not getting jobs I believed I was perfectly suited for. I took those failures as lessons, not judgments on my ability to succeed. I continue to learn and grow, and I'm proud of what I've accomplished in my career. So as you're looking for a job, don't be afraid to fail. I love the quote often attributed to Thomas Edison, and it goes like this: "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." So don't get discouraged. Get back up and find the next opportunity. Harness the grit and determination you developed while serving our country. Because I truly believe that every closed door is the universe redirecting you to the right path. As a rehabilitation counselor working with veterans, I found that the best predictor of a person's success is a positive attitude. I can't emphasize this enough. But also, rely on your network. Ask people you trust to take a look at your resume and talk you through interview preparation. Finding a job can be a full-time job. Devote the time and energy it requires. I believe in your ability to work hard and tackle any challenge you're faced with. And throughout your journey in civilian life, remember that VA is here for you even after you graduate. We can help you with career counseling, healthcare, mental health, and even buying a home when you're ready. So stay connected to VA and use the benefits that you've earned and that you are entitled to as veterans. We're still here to help you achieve your version of the American dream. And as challenging as things are right now, they will improve. I remain optimistic because all of you are here too, and I believe in you. Be strong, have faith in yourself. Your service and newly minted degree make you extraordinary in a sea of graduates. And remember, the potential for greatness lies within each and every one of you. Your next mission is to find it. Thank you, and good luck.
You might recognize our next guest from Out of Sight, Traffic, Narcos, and a number of other hit movies and TV shows. Please welcome Luis Guzman.
How you doing? It's Luis Guzman. To you student veterans of America, just want to congratulate you on your effort and your time to make your life a better life for yourselves and for your family. Take pride in your accomplishment. It means a lot to you and to your families. Again, my blessings. Happy graduation. Keep going. Thank you.
Please welcome our SVA Chapter President, Amber Viola.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Amber Viola, and I'm the SVA Chapter President for Marywood University in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The journey to graduation for student veterans is not always easy, and it's not always short, but we made it. This is not what I had in mind for my graduation, and I'm sure it's not what you had in mind either. But this is not the end. This is the beginning. A beautiful, beautiful beginning. So congratulations, and let's go change the world.
Josh Johnson, former chapter president at SVA's Chapter of the Year at Colorado State University, is a first sergeant in the U.S. Air Force and a member of the reserves. He is currently supporting COVID-19 relief efforts in rural Colorado and wanted to take a moment to share his message with fellow students in the class of 2020.
Hi, I'm Joshua Johnson, and I graduated from Colorado State University, majoring in industrial organizational psychology. Currently, I'm a Master Sergeant supporting the COVID-19 task force, and I deployed to rural Colorado to set up an emergency operations center 2 months before graduation. As the EOC Planning Sections Chief, I developed systems that track and document PPE supplies needed for COVID-19, set up an electronic file management system for the future use of emergencies around the county, dispersed PPE and food to those in need in smaller towns, and am planning a community-wide testing site with public health. It's phenomenal to work in a community where we can see how our impact makes a positive difference in the lives of others. As I look back on my time with SVA, my favorite memories about the people I met. At the Leadership Institute, I met motivated, high-achieving, hard-working veterans. At CSU, we led a memorable suicide prevention campaign and were the first to unite 13 different SVA chapters and universities across Colorado. All of our efforts culminated into us winning Chapter of the Year alongside my teammates of 21 student veterans at NatCon, and it is truly a memory I will never forget. So make sure you go to NatCon, and there will be endless opportunities to grow, like I did when teaching people how to get comfortable with networking alongside my co-presenter Rose Smith. We are the citizens who wanted to make a difference. We wanted to give back to our country through service. We wanted a challenge. Now it is our time to serve the communities with the college education that we got through our GI Bill. This brings me to my point about taking care of each other and staying in touch with your brothers and sisters in arms. Pick up the phone, call your friends, take care of them, make sure that they're good to go. I want to leave you with a couple things that I learned along the way. The same skills that made you stand out in the military will make you stand out in the civilian workplace. Capitalize on your ability to make difficult decisions in unknown situations when others would be paralyzed. Do things that others are not willing to do. You may not be the smartest person in the room, but you should never be outworked by anyone else. Challenge yourself to proactively learn. Read or listen. Continue to learn at least a minimum of 5 hours a week so that you can stay ahead, not lose your edge, and not fall behind the competition. And I'll close with a quote from Tony Wagner. The world doesn't care what you know, they only care what you do with what you know, because the Google machine already knows everything. So now it's time to show the world what you know. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time in 2013, please welcome writer, comedian, and surgeon Bassem Youssef to Home with the Brave.
Hey everyone, my name is Bassem Youssef, and I would like to say congratulations to all of the graduating student veterans. These are difficult times. I know that a lot of people were waiting for the graduation day to walk down the aisle, not to get married, but to get the certificate and to wear the hats and throw it up in the air. And I know it's hard, it's difficult not to have this kind of amazing day that we've been waiting for. But you can fake it, do it at your home, and put it on Instagram. There's always Instagram. You want the world to know about it, so maybe Instagram is good. And I'm very proud of every one of you, and I know how hard it is to go through all of this journey of studying and working to graduate. And I cannot wait to see what you're gonna do in the next chapter of your life. As someone who's been in medicine himself, I have a soft spot towards people who graduate from medicine. So double congratulations. And it's funny because for 19 years of my life, I've actually worked as a doctor. And then I left all of that and I went into political satire and had a television show. So it's never too late to escape from medicine. No, I'm just kidding. If you're in medicine, I'm sure that you love it. But sometimes life kind of deals you different sets of cards. And I learned this through my journey, that sometimes you start your career as one thing and then you end up as a totally different area or career that you haven't even thought about, or you haven't even imagined. And throughout the last 9 years, I've basically reinvented myself 3-4 times. I was a doctor, and then I became a TV host in Egypt, and then I left everything and I came here, and now I do stand-up comedy in English. So, and I even writing books in English now. So I'm doing stuff in my second language I couldn't even think of doing in my first when I was a doctor. But I hope that whatever you choose to be, that you become a useful member of society and a useful member for your community. It's important that, and I'm sure that's why you went into whatever career you've chosen, whatever college that you have chosen to graduate from. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is to love yourself, not to be too hard on yourself. Because before loving your community, before doing something for your community, do something for you. You are the most important person in all of this equation, in all of this in all of this life. So just like be good for yourself and love yourself, and eventually you will do amazing stuff for everybody around you. So congratulations one more time, and have a wonderful life.
And now a message from Student Veteran of the Year finalist, Ashley Dent.
Hey guys, my name is Ashley Dent. I'm an Air Force veteran and I'm currently a senior at New York Tech, where I study advertising, public relations, and technology. I also had the great pleasure of serving as the president of our student veterans organization while on campus. After graduating, I plan on attending grad school in the fall, where I will really start honing in on my skills in media and business communications management, as well as diving into the nonprofit arena, because I would like to start my own nonprofit where I can really focus on empowering and advocating for my fellow women veterans. I'd like to take this time right now and say congratulations to the awesome class of 2020. I am so proud of each and every one of us. We have done it. We have made it. We have crossed the finish line. And for that, we should feel so proud. It's been a long journey. But guess what? We are just beginning. We are closing one chapter and starting new. And honestly, we're entering a new normal, with this whole global pandemic, and it's a scary thought. If I'm being honest, I actually tested positive for COVID back in March, and it has been a journey. I didn't even think I would be here talking to you right now, but I am. And so one thing that virus taught me, among many, is to live your life to the fullest. follow your passion and do what makes you happy and let that drive you and let that feed you. You know, us military veterans, we are very special because we have the skills that the military instilled in us, and we really understand the meaning of adapting and overcoming. And that's what we have to do during this time right now. You know, really, each of us are the writers, directors, producers, actors of our own story. So make it count. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone because you know, honestly, that's when you learn the most about yourself. You know, don't put yourself inside a box. Instead, don't see a box. And yeah, you know, it's scary and we may have fear, but instead, don't let fear stop you. Let it feed you and kick it in its butt. We have all done such great things on our college campuses, and we are going to continue to do such great things in this world. So I wish all of you all the best of luck. Congratulations again, and keep doing great things.
From Brooklyn Nine-Nine and One Life to Live, please welcome actress and director Melissa Fumero.
Hello, graduating class of 2020. I'm Melissa Fumero. I play Amy Santiago on NBC's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I am thrilled to join you for this momentous occasion. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, and you should all be very, very proud of what you've accomplished. Now, as you're ready to write the next chapter of your lives, I've managed to put on pants without an elastic waistband and move from my couch to the garage, so we all have a lot to celebrate. In all seriousness, your perseverance and dedication is an inspiration. And while this newest crisis may have changed our day-to-day lives for the moment, how you choose to respond to these challenges will positively impact our world for tomorrow. You are the trailblazers that we have been waiting for. As you embark on your next chapter, your leadership, ability to innovate, and to meet whatever is to come head-on will be a beacon of hope and purpose for us all. As you receive much-deserved praise for your hard work and accomplishments, don't forget where you've come from. Maybe you're the first in your family or community to pursue higher education, and maybe you've accomplished this while working full-time or taking care of your family, or possibly even while you were on deployment. Perhaps you're receiving these accolades later in life than you originally imagined. However you have reached this amazing goal, make sure you pay it forward. Tell your story, mentor another person, or just be a role model through your actions. It all makes a huge impact. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. Thank you for your service. Your next chapter begins today, and I am so excited to see where your story takes us.
Before serving tours in Afghanistan and Iraq as a U.S. Army Ranger and Green Beret, Jason Everman played guitar for Nirvana and bass for Soundgarden. Here are his words of inspiration for the class of 2020.
I would like to ask that you take a look back in your past and try to identify the key event that made you wonder more about the world, how things work, why things are the way they are. Bear with me. The key event in my past, the one that was always psychologically jarring and which has stayed with me to this day, was reading Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Who when I was 4 years old. That was the first instance in my life when I came to the unsettling realization that the world before my eyes was not all that existed. Rather, that it was a fleeting sliver of something much more. I've always held that event as an anchoring point, the point where the hunger and journey to learn more about the world began. I would ask you to identify that event in your life and anchor to it. Continue to harness it in support of future growth. As you are all student veterans, it is safe to assume that you all have participated in this almost 2-decade-long war in one way or another. I'm sure you all have harnessed your experiences in the military and in the war in the service of your academic pursuits. Continue to harness those experiences for your postgraduate and post-academic endeavors. I will utilize a couple of quotes from people far more eloquent than me in order to support what I'm trying to say. Ernst Jünger was an infantry platoon leader during the First World War and a writer during his post-war years. About his experiences in the trenches, he said, "Time only strengthens my conviction that it was a good and strenuous life, and the war, for all its destructiveness, was an incomparable schooling of the heart. This schooling of the heart will serve you well. You have already accomplished so much, but do not rest on past achievements. Continue to strive. Harness the events in your past, that initial hunger to discover and learn more about the world than what exists in front of your eyes. Harness your experiences from the military and from the war. Harness what you've learned from both your failures and your successes, and project your will into the future in a way that is both meaningful and positive to you and the world. Always strive. My favorite military doctrinal term has always been reasoned audacity. It acknowledges that war, much like life, is a hybrid of science and art. Utilize that reasoned audacity in the Kantian dare-to-know imperative of the Enlightenment in order to continue your journey of learning. I'd like to finish by again utilizing quotes from people far more eloquent than me, and both happen to be chefs in this case. Chef Dominique Crenn commented, "It's about being on the path of learning until the end of your life." Couldn't agree more. Along those lines, Francis Mallmann sums it up nicely. You do not grow on a secure path. All of us should conquer something in life. It needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of risk. To grow and improve, you need to be there at the edge of uncertainty. With that, dare to know, continue to strive, and I wish all of you the best in your future endeavors.
You may recognize him from hit television programs The Wire and Chappelle's Show. But did you know that he's also an Air Force veteran? Please welcome the always funny Donnell Rawlings.
Airman, 10, ho! Left face! Right face! About face! About face! Parade rest! About face! Why you ain't about face?
Because you know if you was in the military, you know the military, you can't go about face from parade rest. You have to turn her, about face, A's. I want to say congratulations, student veterans of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard. Well, not really Coast Guard, yeah, but the Coast Guard, and that includes the Boy Scouts. I served United States Air Force for 4 years, and you know how I know I was getting out the military? Because every week they would say, Airman Rawlings, your blatant disregard for established military policy shows a lack of military burning integrity. What do you have to say for yourself, Airman? Speak to me, which I would reply, Hakuna Matata. What does that mean, Airman? It means no worries for the rest of your days. I trained as a law enforcement specialist with the Marine Corps. Nobody knows the Marines talking about, but they're loud about it. I do remember the Marines anthem, and you guys can sing part of it with me. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. It was tough. I was in the United States Air Force, and our song was soft. Remind me of a Glee Club audition. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sky. In all seriousness, I know this is a tough time in our country with a pandemic and COVID-19 or whatever it is. But I want to say you guys did it. Shout out to you, shout out to your family, and shout out to the people that put their lives up to protect the honor and safety of this country. God bless America. A's! Congratulations! You did it!
You saw her crush it at the NatCon stage in January, and now she's back for Home with the Brave. Please welcome the CEO of Service Women's Action Network, U.S. Army veteran, and Miss USA 2016, Deshauna Barber.
Sending a huge congratulations to all the graduates in class of 2020. I know that this is not the graduation and the time that you all expected it to be during this moment in your life, but please understand, that each and every one of you have still made a huge jump forward to a new stage in your life. You have so much to be proud of. Please use this moment to remind yourself that it took a lot to be where you are today. And although life is still going to continue and still have its rocky moments, each and every one of you have so much tenacity and resilience to accomplish any and everything that you want in life. Do not limit your dreams. Do not limit yourself, and know that each and every one of you are future change makers in your communities. You are capable of anything you set your mind to, so don't limit yourself and keep fighting the good fight.
April's Student Veteran of the Month, Safiullah Rauf, invited his colleagues supporting COVID-19 medical relief efforts aboard the USNS Comfort to share their best wishes with the class of 2020.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 for their outstanding achievements. Through unexpected twists and turns, you all rose to the occasion, succeeding in the face of unique challenges. I have learned over the past month working in the ICU that we are exceptionally resilient in the face of adversity. I'm confident that your futures are bright.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 for their outstanding achievements. We are so excited and proud of you all and wish you the best as you embark upon the many journeys that you all are about to take.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 for their outstanding achievements. We are so proud of you and we wish you all the best.
Hello, fellow veterans and graduating class of 2020. This is Lieutenant Commander Daryl Freeman of AMF Bethesda, and I want to congratulate you on your great accomplishment and wish you great success and luck in your future endeavors. Take care.
All of us in New York are so proud of you and wish you all the best as you embark on many new and exciting journeys.
And now to address the class of 2020, Emmy Award-winning actor and comedian, Tony Hale.
Hey, Tony Hale here. Huge congrats! Congrats! You're graduating. That is so exciting. I wanted to dress up for you, but this is about the closest I could find in quarantine. I know that this is a crazy time and something you never expected happening during your graduation, but please, 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 please do not let it take away from the joy and the pride you should be feeling right now from graduating. That is such an accomplishment and so exciting. Well done. Well done.
Student Veteran of the Year finalists Muhammad Ghafoor and Brittany Davis did not want to miss the opportunity to share words of encouragement with the class of 2020.
What's going on, SVA graduates? Muhammad here, Marine Corps veteran, currently at Northeastern University, getting my master's in electrical engineering. I want to say congratulations to you all graduating this year. It's not easy transitioning from the military and completing your degree. All those late nights with our best friends, they paid off. So congratulations, and we're proud of you. I want to share two quick things for you guys. One, remember that brotherhood and sisterhood and that common purpose that we all shared in the military? You still need that in the civilian sector. So make sure wherever you work, you truly resonate with your organization's mission and purpose. That's how you're going to stay excited getting to work every day and how you'll get through all the tough times that come with the job. Two, while your job title might say at entry level, remember you yourself are not. You've already shown that you're capable of elite leadership, skills, and discipline. That means a lot in the civilian sector. In no time, you'll be leaps and bounds ahead of your peers. For now, sit tight, listen, learn, and keep working hard. It'll pay off soon enough. That's all I got. Congratulations, everyone. Thanks.
Class of 2020, here we are. We face challenges in our military careers, and I'm sure we face challenges in our educational journey as well. And now we're about to face the biggest challenge of our lives, trying to find ourselves outside of a world pandemic. But it's not those challenges that define us, it's how we handle them. And I think we're doing pretty darn good. So here's to charting new territory and making it our own. Can't wait to see what you do in the future. Good luck!
Now joining us on the virtual stage, Whose Line Is It Anyway star, Colin Mochrie.
Hey, student veterans of America. Colin Mockery of Whose Line Is It Anyway here, international comedy icon. Thank you. Please, stay seated. This day is about you. I just want to congratulate you all on reaching your education goals. I realize it's a little disappointing not being able to have a ceremony, but that should not diminish the pride that your family and friends feel for you, and hopefully you feel for yourself. So again, congratulations on reaching this milestone. Thank you for all you've done, and thank you for all you're about to do. Congratulations.
Let's give a virtual round of applause to Winter Soldier from the Avengers franchise, Sebastian Stan.
I'm Sebastian Stan, and I just want to take a moment today to congratulate the student veterans graduating today. I am here in New York, and I'm thinking about you guys, and I am both humbled and inspired to know all the responsibilities that you guys juggle on a daily basis, from your families to your careers, your education, and knowing that despite of that, you are still relentlessly determined to go out there and give back where you can and to your communities. And especially during this time, I just want to say that it's pretty great. So I just want to say thank you and congratulations. I hope you guys take a moment to celebrate yourselves and this next amazing, exciting phase of your careers, of your lives. And as General Casey told me on the phone when I called him up and I said that I was going to make a video for you guys, he said, get involved and stay involved. So there you go, General Casey. But anyway, have a great day. Congratulations. Sending lots of love from New York. And thank you.
Please welcome a graduating student veteran at University of Pittsburgh and Marine Corps veteran, Student Veteran of the Year finalist, Annette Nance.
Hello, my name is Annette Nance, and I'm a current student at the University of Pittsburgh. I am also a part of the graduating class of 2020. I will have my master's in social work and also a certificate in human services management. I also am a Marine Corps veteran. And so I want to come to you and say congratulations. Congratulations for the work that you've done so far, class of 2020. And I also want to congratulate my other student veterans as the work that you continue to do, the things that you do that have you show up in the world, how you show up to be social change agents, or even what you do in other avenues that have you to be who you are, to take the skills that you've had in the military and bring them forth here. So for me, my goals that I have after graduation is to continue to do the work, to continue to follow up. And so I will be doing that by getting my PhD at Point Park University in community engagement. And I also will take advantage of a full-time development program at PNC in human resources. I'm thankful for this opportunity that I was able to get by attending the SBA conference this past year in January in Los Angeles. I was able to stop by and speak with their booth and just think about and talk through the different opportunities that they had for me. And so I just, as a leader and thinking about as a past chapter president leader, and also one of the nominees for Student Veteran of the Year, pretty serious things in the whole nation, I just want to say congratulations again. And I just want you to continue to do the work. Continue to do the work in whatever field that means for you. And how do we continue to do the work and learn the latest and greatest is by staying connected. Staying connected through social media and other avenues. So looking at what SVA has, stay connected through their social media, whether it's their legislation information that they're giving for the latest and greatest information related to the post 9/11, the GI Bill and things of that nature, or even other things related to scholarships or the work that other student veteran leaders are doing around the nation. So stay connected, build community, and continue to do the work so you can see the change and you could be the change. And so if you want to connect with me, you can look me up on LinkedIn, and you can also find me on Instagram, Mrs. Nance _. So connect and continue to do the things that you know you are able to do and utilize the skills that the military has given you. Hail to Pitt and Semper Fi.
Please welcome the president of Raytheon Intelligence and Space, Roy Azevedo.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roy Azevedo, president of Raytheon Intelligence and Space. Thank you for inviting me to share a few thoughts today in celebration of your graduation. As a nation, we're going through a lot. While many college graduations across the country have been canceled, it's important to celebrate our nation's veterans. You all have put a lot of hard work and dedication into your higher education journeys to reach this milestone achievement. Many of you even delayed your higher education and career goals to first serve our country and protect our freedoms and way of life. This is service over self, and for that, you have my endless admiration and sincerest gratitude. So I'm honored to be part of this graduation celebration and want to emphasize your value. Whether or not you know it, you already have the experience, skills, and leadership abilities to be successful in the civilian workforce. Today, I want to share a story about what sets you apart as veterans and 3 things I find important to be known for professionally as you start this next chapter of your lives. When I was managing an electronic warfare program, I invited a fighter pilot to speak with my team, and I'll never forget his words. Thank you for saving my life. An enemy missile had been fired at his plane in combat, and at the moment of truth, a system we had built did its job. The missile did not find its target, and that brave pilot made it home once more. But it was more than our system that did its job. The pilot and his specialized training and ability to perform under pressure played a big role. The experience and skills that helped save his life are experience and skills that are second nature to you as veterans. Experience and skills that are highly sought by employers. I'd like to share 3 things that I find invaluable regardless of your job, title, or industry. Tackle the hardest problems, meet commitments, and act with integrity. In tackling the hardest problems, you experiment. You take calculated risks and push the boundaries as much as possible. And it's okay to fail along the way as long as you learn from it and succeed at the mission. In meeting commitments, it starts with accountability. When you make a commitment, you keep it. It's an opportunity to create positive impressions about your leadership, abilities, and character. And finally, acting with integrity. It's about doing the right thing and treating others the way you want to be treated. As veterans, these things come natural to you. It's part of what sets you apart, and we need more people like you on our teams, people who connect with our mission at their core. At Raytheon Technologies, our mission is to make the world a safer, more connected place. We provide capabilities to our warfighters to help them do just that. What we do is the reason 195,000 people choose to work at Raytheon Technologies. More than 17,000 of those people are veterans, men and women who honorably served our country and continue to serve through their experience and deep mission knowledge. Men and women who go above and beyond to keep our military and commercial aerospace customers safe. This is the 5th year Raytheon Technologies has supported Student Veterans of America. Through our partnership, we provide resources, support, and advocacy to empower student veterans like you to reach your higher education and career goals, particularly in high-demand fields like science, technology, engineering, and math. And we are honored to have helped SVA scale to more than 1,500 on-campus chapters in all 50 states and 4 countries, representing more than 750,000 student veterans. We support SVA and organizations like it because it's an honor to do whatever we can to support the bravest men and women in this country and the people who love them most, their families. Thank you for your service. Congratulations on your achievements. I wish you all the best as you embark on your professional careers. Stay safe, stay well. Thank you.
You've seen his famous TED Talk, and you've seen him on stage at NatCon 2020. Please welcome the author of multiple best-selling books on leadership and unshakable optimist, Simon Sinek.
Hey, all you graduates from SVA. Wanted to congratulate you first of all. Graduating in this very, very strange time during a global pandemic. But as many of you know from having served, no plan ever survives contact with the enemy. And so whatever plans we thought we would have for our commencement and for graduation, well, they're just not happening. Which I think is a perfect time to embrace an infinite mindset. People who play with a finite mindset, all the planning comes in the past. And what they're trying to do is avoid any surprises, be prepared for every surprise. So whether it's in battle or whether it's in sports, the reason we train and train and train and train and train is so that we are prepared for every eventuality. We can avoid surprises. But that's not where innovation happens, because all the thinking has already happened. An infinite mindset embraces surprise. The thinking hasn't happened yet. The thinking is yet to happen. It's when something new happens or we're in a new situation, now we have to think our way, imagine our way, create our way into a new path out of this box. This is a magical time. This is a time that accentuates creativity. This is the value of things that are uncertain. This is the value of things that happen unexpectedly. It forces us to be creative. Now, many people shut down because what we've learned isn't working anymore. That's where the shutdown comes from. The infinite mindset embraces that which is uncertain, that which is indifferent. That's what it means to have an infinite mindset. So now is a perfect time. It's a perfect opportunity to embrace exactly what's happening. How will you reinvent the future? How will you take what you know? How will you take the things that you want to achieve and adapt? Imagine if you were starting from scratch today, that the world that will be, or the world that is the world that always was. It's like a startup mentality, which is, forget how things were, what the plan was, but if you were starting from scratch right now, how would you bring your talents, your gifts, your entrepreneurial spirit to life? How do you leverage your relationships? How do you form relationships? How do we take care of the people around us? Which is another important point, which is the tenets of good leadership are more relevant now than ever before. It's always been important for us to check in on our people, make sure they're okay, be open to people checking in on us, and just being open and honest about how we feel. And now during these strange times, we have to reach out to our friends, not with a text, not with an email, but preferably with a phone call or a video conference, something where they can hear the tone of voice. I actually find phone calls to be even better than video conferences because we're not just looking at a screen staring at ourselves. Let's be honest, we look at ourselves. But actually, we can be completely present in the tone of voice that someone has on the other side of the phone, as opposed to pretending to make eye contact with them by staring at the camera or worrying about our haircut or looking at them, which is not really looking at them. Tone of voice matters. We can create human relationships that way. And so we should be doubling down on checking in with people. We should be doubling down with calling them one by one and saying, are you okay? These are the basic tenets of leadership. And to practice them now, when in times of stress and anxiety, hopefully we'll carry those good habits with us when we return to new abnormal. So congratulations to all of you. I want you to see the opportunity and the advantages in the world you're graduating into. Wish you best of luck. Or as Dr. James Carse used to wish his students, wishing you bad luck, because that's when you're going to learn things. If everything goes right, you won't learn anything. So wishing you all bad luck, he said. It sounds weird, really weird to say, but wishing you creativity, innovation, and lots of deep, meaningful relationships. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and congratulations again.
A familiar face is joining to share her congratulations. From Law & Order Special Victims Unit, please welcome actress and the host of multiple NatCons, Jamie Gray Hyder.
What up, student veterans? We're taking this party from the ballroom to the bedroom. I wanted to drop a line and say congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. I know that you have worked long and hard to get here, not only during active duty and in your academics, but in your transition back into civilian life. So I can't imagine how heartbreaking it is that you don't get to celebrate today in person with all of your loved ones. Not to mention, we all know no one loves a ceremony like the military. Circumstances aside, what you have achieved is remarkable and stays intact whether or not today is going as planned. So celebrate, dance, burn a number 2 pencil. You deserve it. And to SVA, thank you for everything you do to make today possible for our nation's heroes. I hope to see all of you at NatCon next year. Mwah! Congratulations.
Now to give his commencement speech to the class of 2020, please welcome SVA National President and CEO, Jared Lyon.
I'm Jared Lyon, the National President and CEO of Student Veterans of America, and I am truly honored to be with you, streaming across these United States of America. Though I know that there is no substitute for being together in person, I hope that this ceremony reflects the incredible pride that we at SVA's national headquarters in Washington, D.C. share with you today in recognizing your many accomplishments. Today, it's also important that we all celebrate the families who have supported you and sacrificed with you along this journey. As student veterans, you each put service to our nation above the traditional pathways to pursue your higher education goals. You are, indeed, the very best of a generation. This was an important and unique sacrifice because each of you chose a life of service while others did not. In many ways, this milestone is an indicator that nothing will slow you down. Many of you got here without the typical support mechanisms that other students rely on, such as the advisement from a high school guidance counselor or financial support from your parents. Did you know that nearly 2/3 of student veterans that are graduating this year are first-generation college graduates? As a first-generation college student myself, I personally know what that's like. You see, for us, this honor has been decades in the making. While many of your families are not able to celebrate this recognition in person today, please know that they are so very proud of you as well. When you came home from your military service, you were welcomed to your campuses, likely using your GI Bill to pursue your education. While some of your professors and classmates didn't quite know what to expect from you at first, your work over the past several years has impressed the faculty, staff, and your fellow students nationwide. In the end, you showed them that today's student veterans are rightfully considered to be some of the country's most successful students in all of higher education. Despite the success that is on display today, it wasn't always easy. For many, there were incredible challenges, such as juggling the responsibilities for school, work, volunteer obligations, or your family all at the same time. Perhaps it was tough to relate to the traditional student next to you in class or pull an all-nighter at home or even in the library. Or perhaps you found it challenging, at least initially, to regain that sense of community after leaving military service. Yet, you pushed through. You made connections. You worked hard and you persevered. And it's that perseverance that is needed in the world today, now more than ever before. Yet, this is also a moment for all veterans to shine. Though it feels like life is on hold just as you have completed your higher education goals, this is precisely what we all trained for, and as veterans, it's what we excel at. In this chaotic time, we can model behavior and continue to lead in our communities, just like we did in our local SVA chapters and just like we did in the military. We frequently say that student veterans are tomorrow's leaders. History shows us that it's educated veterans who are leaders in our careers, in government, and in our local communities. It gives me great hope and inspiration to say to you today that tomorrow is here. While pursuing your education, connected with your peers, you expanded your skill set, you excelled academically, and you are fully prepared for this moment. Because of all this hard work, you are now the leaders that are ready to solve the complex problems that our country faces. Millennials often get a bad rap. Well, I was born in 1982, so that makes me a millennial, along with anyone currently between 26 and 40 years old. Think about this. The longest period of sustained combat in our nation's history, from the events of September 11th, 2001, until the present day, have been fought by mostly millennials. Nearly 86% of student veterans graduating this year are millennials. But not all millennials volunteered to serve their country during a time of war. You did, and by graduating, you have proven that ours is a generation capable of anything. Many Americans look back to World War II as the greatest generation, and rightfully so. But they weren't always called the greatest generation. In fact, it wasn't until 53 years after they returned home from their service in World War II, and Tom Brokaw wrote a book by the same title in 1998, that they earned the moniker the greatest generation. Will we, all of us here today, wait that long after the end of our wars to define what our generation of veterans is capable of? No. That is why you, today's student veterans, are among the best of your generation who choose to serve. That's why it's my belief that whether you were drafted or volunteered, whether you were deployed or defended the home front, whether you saw combat or not, whether you are 17 years old or 112, if you served your country when others did not, we call you the best of a generation. This is true for any era of veterans, and this is the legacy that each of you carry. You made sacrifices for our freedom, so it is now this country's duty to return and accelerate your success. This was the founding principle of the GI Bill back in 1944, and it's again true with our generation of veterans. You've been trained, tested, and forged through your military service. Now that you have added higher education to that experience, nothing will stop you from solving our nation's toughest challenges. As you carry forward this legacy, we hope that you will remain connected to SVA, whether that's joining us at a future NatCon or volunteering to be a mentor at a nearby SVA chapter. As I said before, it is my great honor to offer you my enthusiastic congratulations on your graduation. You did it. And it has been the privilege of a lifetime to serve each of you at SVA's national headquarters in Washington, D.C. You have officially earned your SVA alumni status, so congratulations, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish next. We're all counting on you. Thank you so very much.
Now, please join us in recognizing some of the 100,000 graduating student veterans from across the country.
Hello there, Kevin Pollak here, Motion Pictures, the Internet. On behalf of my father, Bob Pollak, who fought in the Korean War and finished his schooling afterwards, I want to congratulate all Student Veterans of America, SVA. Pretty great. Congratulations.
Veterans, it's Grammy-nominated singer and actor, Major here. Listen, I am so honored to congratulate every single graduate. Listen, Rona, that's what I call her. Rona thought it could interrupt all the plans, but what it doesn't interrupt is a celebration. So in this moment, I want to salute every single veteran graduate at this time. You've all answered the call to serve amidst it all. And I want to salute you, and I want to encourage you to keep going. Humanity is better when we do it together. God bless you. I love you. I thank you. And here's to many, many more. This world is better with you in it. Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Alan Zweibel. I'm a comedy writer. I write TV shows, I write movies, I write Broadway plays, I write books, but I'm not going to be funny right now. Right now, I want to be sincere because I want to thank you. I want to thank the student veterans of America for the sacrifice that you made by putting your education on hold to serve our country. Now you're graduating, and thank you for the whole creative community. We're very grateful. Now, I don't necessarily know everybody in the creative community, so maybe I'm speaking a little out of turn. I do know a lot of people. So here's the deal. I thank you for them, the people that I do know, and for the ones I don't know, I'm gonna go to all their homes, sit them down, talk about you, and I'm sure I'll get their permission to thank you for them as well. But until then, we're very grateful. Congratulations on graduating. Congratulations on graduating. It was almost the same word twice. And thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Mike Love of the Beach Boys, wishing all of you a very, very happy 2020 graduation for all you student veterans of America. I hope the sense of pride and accomplishment that you have from this graduation day will propel you and accompany you through the rest of your life. You are to be congratulated because you're making America even better. Thank you very much.